Hi, my name is Ray Naylor, and this is how to promote your music using video on the internet. This is the final part of the episode on streaming. Last time we took a look at Ustream and also a concert window. And this time we're going to take a look at streaming on YouTube and also a service called StageIt. Now we'll take a look at all those services, and then I'll be back to kind of close out this episode. Okay, so here we are on YouTube. So the first thing we need to do is to make sure that our channel, and I assume that you already have a YouTube account, which will also give you a Google Plus account, which you need in order to stream the easy way. So we're going to go to my channel, which I already did, and over here we have a thing called a video manager, which we're going to click. The first thing we need to make sure is that our channel is verified and in good standing. What's that mean? By the way, I want to show you, see there's some things that are grayed out. That's because I have not used them. There's also live events, which is green, which means I can do live events. So when you do this for the first time, this should be grayed out, and you have to get it verified, and you have to meet community guidelines. So what does that mean? So verified basically means that they will ask you for a phone number so they can either call or with a call or text a verification code, and then they tell you where to put that in. Once they want to make sure that you are who you are. The other is good standing, and what does that mean? Basically three things: that you don't violate any community guidelines of YouTube. No one has complained that you've violated their copyright. Now, my experience has been if nobody complains and you put something that someone else owns, that it's not a problem. But to be safe, I would not do anything that you do not own outright. And just clarification: when you write a song and put it on paper, it is already copyrighted. Excuse me. Registering a copyright with the government is another step. But it's still copyrighted once you write it. Also, that it says no more than one video blocked worldwide by the content that is on your YouTube channel. So once that is all done, we can go back and we can stream live. So I'm going to go to Video Manager. I'm going to hit the second one, Live Events. First thing you need to do is to schedule an event. So for the sake of brevity, I'm going to put testing. I'm going to put a future date because I don't want anybody to see this right now. Description, test. Of course, you want to put in a description about what the program is. Tags to help people find your video when they search either on a search engine or a search in YouTube itself. So we'll put test for now. Over here, if you're ready to stream live, you would hit public. If you want to test, which is what we're doing, we would hit either unlisted or private. I will hit private. Now you'll notice here there's two things: quick and custom. Let me just really briefly talk about custom. I'm not going to get into this. Custom is a little more difficult, but one of the things that you can do is use, remember the Ustream software where you could put in videos, pictures, and other things other than just your live camera. The Ustream software is actually is what they call a product called Wirecast, and it's the same thing. It's just that Ustream got their name on it. You can use Wirecast also on YouTube. But it's a little more difficult, but it's something you might want to check out. Custom, quick. This is a very easy way to do it. So once we click quick, we go to create a live event, So it's created. Now this is well, this is my thumbnail. You can make your own thumbnail. Start Hangout on Air, and that is what all there is to it. There are some things that you might want to double check. This is you can invite people. You don't want to click these. This mutes the microphone. This also turns off your camera. This right here shows your bandwidth. If you're 3 or 4 lines, I don't think that comes on until we're going to start the broadcast, and we'll see that. Settings. If you have 2 cameras, if you have a webcam, which I always recommend, you can pick the webcam over the computer camera. And the same, you want to make sure that your microphone is, that your audio source is the right microphone. You might have, hopefully you have an external mic, so it doesn't use the computer microphone. So you want to switch that, like built-in microphone, input, audio box. That's a audio interface and other type things. We'll leave it the way it is right now. So these are other things that you can check out. There's chat. If you want to do a chat, I guess it was already there. Chat is right here, where you can talk to people, and hopefully you have somebody helping you, and they can answer the chat as we've talked to. Capture. I'm pretty sure that means you can have it on your desktop. You can capture everything. It's kind of like recording. I think that's what that is. I'm not sure what the cameraman is, but you can check all that stuff out. Well, here we go. Let me not do that. Okay, so we're ready to broadcast. All we have to do is start broadcasting. And there we go. Okay, so it's live on air. Now, since I made it private, nobody will be able to see it. So I guess we're okay on the bandwidth there. So you do your show, and when you're done, you stop your broadcast. That is all there is to it. That's a very easy way to use YouTube live streaming. Okay, so that's it, and for YouTube. And now we're going to take a brief look at a thing called StageIt. StageIt is very similar to Concert Window. There are some differences that I want to point out. Personally, I like Concert Window for a number of reasons, which I will talk about, but you may also want to check this out. I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to say some things about it. It's very easy to sign up, which is where you would do it here, join. And you have you come up with a username, email, password, so forth, like you normally do. Let's go back to home. Now, one of the let me also mention, once you have a show scheduled, if for any reason you don't start the show, and after 15 minutes you haven't started the show is canceled. So if you know if you know you're going to end up not being able to do the show you scheduled, you can also delete it yourself. One of the things that it seems to me, now I'm not 100% sure about this, but that one of the differences I think between Concert Window and StageIt, Concert Window seems to have more singer-songwriters. So if you're a singer-songwriter, you may want to consider Concert Window over StageIt, because if people people know that, go to Concert Window because they know songwriters are there, and you're here, they might not find you. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that. Another difference is how much StageIt takes for their cut as opposed to Concert Window. Concert Window does a flat 30%. StageIt, the amount that they take depends on the amount of money that comes in during your concert. And they start, if it's under, I believe it's $500. If it's under $500, they take 37%. It's either 500 or 50. I tell you the truth, I'm not sure. But then they go down in different steps till they get to 30%. My guess is most of us we'll be lucky if we make $50. But even if we make 100, 150, they're going to still probably take more than concert window. If you're really, really popular and you know you're going to have a lot of people watching, then you might, you're still only going to get 30%. That's the lowest that I believe they go. The other thing is that StageIt has on their help that basically you can infringe someone's copyright, which means they do not pay performing rights organizations royalties or a payment every year to cover that, whereas Concert Window does, as we talked about last time. So that way in Concert Window, if you want to do a couple cover tunes or all cover tunes, you can do that as long as you fill out that form we talked about previously. On StageIt, you better do your own stuff. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say on that, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what my recommendations are for all this streaming on the internet stuff. Okay, before we end this particular episode on streaming, I just want to talk about what my feeling is on all of these streaming services. I think if you want to just, let's say, do a concert, or you want to sing some of your songs and talk about how you wrote them, anything like that, I would use Concert Window. I think it's a little bit clearer to use. If you're a singer-songwriter, like I mentioned before, I would think most people would go there to see who's playing next. Also, you get more money from Concert Window than you do from StageIt, as I also mentioned. And I just think it's a more friendly site, and that's a personal opinion. So that would be my recommendation as far as doing an online concert. If you're looking to stream and you want to do things like add a video, add a photograph, a slideshow, as well as yourself, I think probably the easiest way is to use Ustream. Now, the downside of Ustream, as I mentioned the last part last time, was you have a lot of commercials, and like every 15 minutes. So if your program is longer than that, then you might have you're going to have an issue with that. But I just think the Ustream software is easier to use than using the same software in YouTube, and also in a thing called Livestream, which I haven't talked about, and I'm really not going to talk about this other than to say I found it very confusing to navigate their website, but that's just what I found. If you want to check out Livestream, you can also do that. So I think those are probably the ways that I would go, depending on what you want to do. Okay, our next episode deals with recording and uploading to the internet, the advantages, disadvantages, and we will see you at that time. About 2 weeks. Bye.